Hello and welcome back to the channel. We are here to talk about the Virginia Derby at Colonial Downs, and it's on Saturday. It's part of the Derby Trail. It's not one of the stronger races on the Derby Trail, but we are going to talk about it because it is a points race, and I said I would do every points race in America. So let's talk about the Virginia Derby. We'll just go down the list, and hopefully it'll take about 10 or 11 minutes. Let's go. Number 1, Butane. He's very unlikable from a betting perspective. He lost to Hopeful as the favorite, he lost to San Vicente as the favorite, and he was third in the Southwest at 3-1. We have the clip up here, and he's in between horses up front right now. Dakota on the inside, he's a sprinter. Soldier and Diplomat, arguably a sprinter miler. And Soldier and Diplomat is going to fight until the end. Butane can't pass him for second, that bothers me. Even if I could eliminate Silent Tactic from the equation, the fact that Butane couldn't get second there with no excuse is a problem to me. So he's very unlikable from a betting perspective, like I said, but if you're doing a trifecta or superfecta, maybe you want to put him in third or fourth. He will be short odds because of Baffert. Let's move on to number 2, Grittiness. Grittiness lost by 11 lengths to Talk to Me Jimmy in the Winter Stakes at Aqueduct. And no one is talking about Talk to Me Jimmy as a serious Derby threat, so I don't know how strong that race was. I don't think it was very strong. I think Grittiness needs to be in a maiden race. He needs to win a maiden race, get his confidence up. He's just losing a lot. He's 0 for 5, and now he's going to be 0 for 6 after this weekend. I'm going to skip Grittiness in this race. Alright, number 3, Epic Desire. He was 5th by 9 lengths in the Sam F. Davis Stakes at Tampa Bay Downs. And what bothers me is that he was never involved. He was 6th by 3 lengths, 7th by 3 lengths, 7th by 5 lengths, so he was never seriously involved in the running up front. And I'm just going to pass on him. I think he's too slow. Even his maiden win, he only got an 81 on Breeze for that race. I'm just going to pass on him. No Epic Desire for me. Number 4, Work. He lost by 37 lengths in his last dirt start last year, and he was also 5th by 12 lengths in his career debut on dirt. His turf races are okay. He broke his maiden on turf in his most recent start, but I need to see a good dirt race. I'm going to pass on him. Alright, number 5, High Camp, 9-2. And this one is a serious threat. We have the clip up here of his maiden win on February 7. I believe that's Sam number 10, High Camp. And I know it doesn't look visually that great, but I hear the horse at a big growth equity might be a good one, so that's something to take into consideration. And he did go wide, and this is not the strongest race either, so that's why I'm considering him. High Camp, he's a stalker. He's stretching out to mile 1/8. Maybe he'll be okay with Uncle Mo as a damn sire. And what else can I say about him? That's it. He's a stalker. He has good tactical speed. He won at Gulfstream, so he won at a top-tier track. And I just think that this is not the strongest race, so I might as well take a horse from Gulfstream that won in a good maiden race, and we'll see what happens. I'll place him either in second or third, because I do have another horse for the top spot. Number 6, Lock, Stock, and Pharaoh. He won an optional Claremont Turfway Park by 8 1/4 lengths on February 7. We have the clip up here, and he just dominates this field. Once he's straightened out, he looks pretty good. And I know it was on synthetic though. Can he run on dirt? We're going to talk about it. But in this race he looks good. I'm not too worried about the time. Just visually, from a visual standpoint, he looks good in the stretch run. And he's under his own power as they cross the finish line. Does he have the pedigree to run on dirt? He has some dirt pedigree. I know American Pharaoh tends to do well on grass, but that doesn't mean he can't get dirt horses in. He won the Triple Crown himself, so that's something to think about. Nyquist is a dam sire. Forever Loyal is a second dam. Who is Forever Loyal? I want to point that out. Forever Loyal is a full sister to Sarah Louise. Does anyone remember Sarah Louise? She was the filly that beat Rachel Alexandra in the Pocahontas Stakes way back in 2008 on November 1. She beat Rachel Alexandra in that race. And she also won the Victory Ride at Saratoga on dirt. I believe there is some dirt pedigree here. It's still a guess, but it's a guess I'm going to take because I don't think he'll be the favorite with Butane in the race. And also, I want to point out some workouts. We're going to watch some workouts of Lock, Stock, and Pharaoh. His February 25 workout. I bet people didn't know you could watch Kentucky workouts on, what was the website? KentuckyBred.org. And here he is working with the older horse, Magic Escapade. You see, Magic Escapade is struggling to keep up with Lock, Stock, and Pharaoh, who's moving along really well. Again, it's on synthetic though. Will he translate that form to dirt? He does have a couple of dirt workouts, but they're from November. We're going to watch one of them. I know that's crazy, watching a November workout. It's already, March. I just want to see how he moves on dirt. Lock, Stock, and Pharaoh is working with Trial in this dirt workout at Churchill Downs. Trial is a good filly. She has some ability, and she did break her maiden at Churchill Downs. Even though she's been racing primarily at Turfway, Lock, Stock, and Pharaoh is handling her pretty well. You see that the whip is out on Trial. Again, this workout is from November. I just want to see how Lock, Stock, and Pharaoh moves on dirt. And he's moving pretty well, even though his head is high for some reason. Otherwise, he's moving pretty well. And I just wanted to point out those two workouts. Lock, Stock, and Pharaoh, he's my choice for this race. He has speed. It's only a matter of whether he handles dirt and whether that speed translates to dirt. I believe he does have the pedigree to go 9 furlongs, and there is dirt pedigree in his blood, so I'm going to pick him. He's not the favorite. The value will be there, most likely. Lock, Stock, and Pharaoh is my choice for the Virginia Derby. Let's move on to number 7, Incredibolt. Incredibolt was 6th by 25 lengths in the Holy Bull Stakes. He did win the Street Sense last year. The Street Sense has not come back productive. And we're going to take a look. Well, I thought I had the DRF up. Oh, I do. I do have Timeform US up. We're going to take a look at a couple of those horses from the Street Sense Stakes on October 26th at Churchill Downs. And you see that Universe, he was 2nd in his next start, but then he was 7th and 4th in his 2 races this year. Very connected. He was 4th in his next start, 5th. I did, 7th and 7th. Ganas, I think he did win. No, he did not win. He was 5th in his next start. Bricklin, did he win? He won his next start, but then he was 3rd. I think at Oaklawn. I would have to double check that. Unfortunately, I can't just click on it and see what race it was. So there are some questions about the quality of the Street Sense Stakes. We've talked about this before, and I will just have to see one. I know he could be a good horse. He could improve off that 25 length loss in the Holy Bull Stakes against some tough horses. I don't trust him here, and I'll just skip him. Number 8, Confessional. He was 7th by 11 lengths in the Sam F. Davis Stakes, and it was disappointing. He was involved early, 3rd by 1.5 lengths, 5th by 1 3/4 of a length, and then he just faded. You would not expect a son of essential quality to not want to route. And for some reason, this horse, in his 2-turn debut, he failed pretty badly. Now he stretches out to a mile 1/8. Does he really want to go a mile 1/8? I would guess not. But again, it was just his first start at a mile 1/16, and maybe with time he could route. But he will need to prove it to me. I can't pick him off that race where he faded to 7th in his 2-turn debut. I would need to see a good one at 2 turns at this distance, or at least at a mile 1/16 before I can trust him. I know the connections are good. Brad Cox, Irad Ortiz, and that'll just make him over a bet, so I'm going to skip Confessional. Number 9, Ocelli. He's kind of interesting because he did make an early move in the Sam F. Davis Stakes before fading to 6th by 9 1/4 lengths. We have the clip up here, and Ocelli is the one on the outside, I think, number 5. You see that he's moving up to 3rd right now, and he's wide. And once he hits 3rd, he kind of hits a roadblock right there. But I'm going to give him credit for the move anyway, because he did get involved. Well, why am I not giving Confessional credit for being involved? Well, the difference with Confessional and Ocelli is that Ocelli will be double-digit odds. He's 15-1 on the morning line. And Confessional, because he's trained by Brad Cox, everyone's going to bet him. Well, not everyone, but he's going to be single-digit odds. And Ocelli's not running that badly. You see that he's going to pass Confessional on the inside right there. It's an okay effort. Maybe he could get a mile 1/8 and run better against these weaker horses. You see that he was third, second, and third in his previous starts. He is a maiden, so I wonder if he needs a confidence booster to win. I'm going to put him underneath. Maybe second or third is the right spot for Ocelli in the Virginia Derby. And let's move on to number 10, Clocker Special. Number 10, Clocker Special. He was second by a neck in an optional claimer at Oaklawn Park. I'm not sure that winner had any quality. Honey's to blame. He went on to finish 7th in the Rebel Stakes by double-digit lengths. With that in mind, how can I take Clocker Special seriously? Well, Clocker Special is in a weak race in the Virginia Derby. I still think I need to see more than a second to Honey's to blame to take him seriously, even if the Virginia Derby isn't the strongest prep race in the world. I need to see more, so I'm going to skip Clocker Special. He's not for me. Lock, Stock, and Pharaoh is my pick for the Virginia Derby. He will have to answer some questions. He is making his dirt debut. As I pointed out, though, I believe there is some dirt pedigree, and he has speed, which normally translates well to dirt. We'll see what happens. He won't be the favorite because Butane is in this race. Lock, Stock, and Pharaoh is my top choice here. For underneath horses, I would say maybe High Camp is my second choice. Ocelli is my third choice. And even Butane is in the mix, so I can't ignore Butane completely. And those are my top 4 horses for the Virginia Derby. Thanks for watching my video. I'll be back soon with another Derby Trail video.